What's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy. It's my boy. But he's your boy too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we're gonna do some I can't talk. Hey, we're gonna do some of this Jubilee shit. I'm doing a lot of that Jubilee shit. This one should be good though. It's can you be in love with multiple people? Yep, we open. We got a polygamous relationship.
We open.
Open as fuck.
That was a good straight face for like 10 seconds. Did you buy that? Hell nah.
That's how I'm gonna get their ass though. But we should let them talk and then just
clickbait.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready? You ready?
I stay ready. I ain't gotta get ready.
Okay. Toretto. Hey. Thanking booty ass. All right, let's go.
Let's get it.
Is it loud?
And I have my polyamorous people on the left spotlight and my monogamous people on the right spotlight. Walk forward if you agree, stay there.
Toretto! Hey!
He's right here.
Shut your ass up! The fuck?
Walk forward if you agree, stay there if you disagree. Humans are naturally polyamorous.
Whoa, hold on. What's the definition?
Yeah, can we hold on? I got you. Yes.
It's like being with
We
multiple
think
people
alike.
or having a relationship with multiple people. That's why I want to know what it is. I think I know what it is. But.
Okay. Polyamorous, characterized by or involved in the practice of engaging in multiple romantic and typically sexual relationships with the consent of all the people involved. So this is like,
Oh hell no!
you're sleeping with multiple people.
But then it says that people sleep with multiple people all the time, but the whole consent part, that's what's not.
Yeah, like they all agree to it.
Yeah, they saying that's natural. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Disagree.
We would be the ones.
The way I think of myself as polyamorous is even more broad than sexuality, and it's just simply like, I can see the beauty in and adore and love qualities of an infinite number of people if I just recognize myself in another person.
That's not what it means.
Yeah, we don't just love one kid. We love multiple children. We don't just love one friend. Maybe we don't just love one job. We're in LA. Hell, we probably have 12 jobs amongst the three of us here.
What? See, they can't go up there and defend polyamorous people and stand for polyamorous people. They don't even know the definition.
This girl compared it to having multiple jobs and
multiple kids.
Talking about being in a relationship with somebody. And they lost me. They lost
themselves. They literally don't.
Yeah, they don't know.
I don't know what definition they Googled.
That's why we both had to figure out what the definition was first before we make our. Anyway, that's crazy.
Of one friend. Maybe we don't just love one job. We're in LA. Hell, we probably have 12 jobs amongst the three of us here.
How many people have gotten divorced and remarried, and it's like, oh, I'm on my fourth marriage. How does that work out? It's like
That's really.
It didn't work out.
That is kind of like polyamory over time, actually.
Yeah, it's just
No,
a
it's
simple
not.
non-ending when you can.
Okay, hold on. They're missing the point.
Yes.
Or we read the wrong definition.
Yeah.
Something's going on. That doesn't make any sense.
I want to come in. Well, I'm trying. I think I have an open mind about what they're talking about, but everything that's Toretto, yeah, he stink.
Bruh.
He blowing it up. Yo, that's your pops. Your pops feeding him that shit. But I think I have an open mind about whatever they're discussing. But everybody is everyone that says something has lost me. First guy, I can appreciate the beauty out of anybody. What the fuck they got to do about polyamory?
A romantic sexual relationship
Other
with someone.
girls, jobs, children. What the fuck they got to do?
Womp.
Marriage after another, like marriage and polyamory have nothing to do with each other. You know what I'm saying? So just because one relationship didn't work,
You tried it again, and that didn't work. You tried it again.
so the fix all is to be with everybody all at once, everybody's consent. Like,
That-
but what I will say, if it works for whomever it works for, that's good on them. Like if they're cool, that type of.
I mean, I was gonna say I'm open minded to it. I know people that are in open relationships, and it does work for them. So, but their reasoning, what they're talking about, and the comparisons they're making, don't make any sense to me.
Yeah, to me either. I'm kind of getting off. I feel like I'm getting off topic too. Well, I mean, they're pushing the show in the direction with the questions they're asking. But it says, can you be in love with multiple people? And that's what like keyed us into picking this video to watch. But all right, let's go.
It's kind of like polyamory over time,
Yeah,
actually.
it's just a circle, non-ending. When
He said it's polyamory over time. It's not what the fuck that is.
It literally says at the same time, with consent.
you could have
let
just
it
been
ride.
true to yourself and had those multiple relationships, whether they had a piece of paper or not.
I hope these people
Get
light
their
their
ass.
ass up.
Get their
I
ass.
understand that a lot of marriages fail, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people don't put in the effort that they should. If people are willing to try and do the best that they can and try to be the best for this one person, it can definitely work. A lot of people in polyamory want to use the divorce example as a reason for why they're polyamorous. And I understand, but at the same time, you can't really know until you try it.
And a lot of people that are monogamous think that polyamory is just all sex. You know?
I've been with the same guy for 6 years, and I've never felt like I needed to be with someone else. And if I did, I would have just left him, as bad as that sounds. I just can't imagine like feeling equally for two people.
It doesn't have to be equal, though.
It doesn't.
No.
You like, I mean, for lack of better words, like rank your partners. Like,
Well, yeah, you have a primary partner. So in most, even in polyamorous relationships, I'm in an open relationship, not polyamorous, which isn't about just sex, but it isn't. I do have a primary partner who I live with and who I spend time with and I share bills with and I share family with. And then I have other partners maybe who I share dinner and drinks with, or we have a similar career interest and someone who I just love making out with. So I think that there are, yes, there's compartmentalized ways, and there are people who do have two equal partners. I think that's probably the minority versus the majority.
Just like the monogamous relationships, nobody's marriage is the same. It's what you make it. It's the boundaries you make. It's your relationship. It's not nobody else's relationship.
I got a high five you on that one. Took the church right there.
But that's not the issue. You can make your relationship what you want to make it, but unless everybody's definition of love must be different, because she said that she's ranking her spouse as if a primary person you're with, and rank everyone after that. You got feelings involved. You love somebody. Like at first, there was so many fucking things wrong with what the fuck she just said to me. Like, if you love someone, it's like you put out what you receive. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one aspect.
You put that person ahead of you. You
Yeah.
couldn't possibly put your primary partner ahead of you if you have all these other partners based on what you like to do.
That's crazy.
You like to make out with this person, or you share more interests with this person. That's not putting your main partner first. And that's what you have to do in a relationship in order for it to work.
I mean, that's what I think. That's what
Okay, that's
we feel like that needs to take
That's
place.
true.
They don't feel that way. I just think that they're
a selfish view, though,
I
isn't
know
it?
it is, but their interpretation of love, their definition of love, or whatever the fuck it is definitely different than ours. And I don't feel like there's any way possibly that there's no way I could have 5 of you. And there's no way that
Good luck.
But I'm saying there's no way I can feel. It wouldn't be fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way I can put my all into 5 different people, and then as much as I do.
I think when you have different people too, you can't
dilutes
love
it all.
you can't love to that ultimate level. Like, like close your eyes, like you know that person's fucking got you. You couldn't possibly, because you don't feel that way about them. So how can
you could never. But then I think that probably be like an argument for them, or like a point of, you know, conflict of like us telling them what they feel about whatever the fuck they feel. There's no way you could like get that across to somebody, because clearly they feel strongly about their polyamorous situations. But I just feel like I feel like that's impossible. I'm talking about me. I shouldn't talk about it in that context, but I just feel like that's crazy. How?
And I guess like that, the partners are aware, right? Like her main person that she has a family with, a home with, is okay with her having other partners, I guess, as long as they fall below. That sounds crazy. That sounds just selfish.
Selfish as fuck.
But like, is her partner doing that too? I don't know. Somebody would have to die.
Man, what? Like, it's like you said, how can you put somebody before you if you ranking all the people you with? Got a main.
You just looking what you can get out of all these different people. Giving always feels better than receiving.
That's rough. That's crazy.
It's not nobody else's relationship.
I got a high five you on that one. Took the church right there.
I feel like they all have like a wall up to a certain extent with that polyamorous shit. You can never be entirely open with somebody.
No. And just like, if you are open to it, it's like, imagine telling a person you love, oh yeah, I was just at dinner, I just had the best dinner date last night and made out and hooked up with this great other dude. Like, I don't know, even if I'm open and maybe I'm also involved with other people, that would still not feel good to hear that. But again, I
don't understand how anybody would be all right in that type of situation where, like if you said, if you were okay with me doing that would make me feel like shit knowing that you know that I'm doing that, and that that's crazy. Like, you can never. I feel like I low-key feel sorry for them, because they're never gonna. Because they seem really adamant about how they're living. I feel like they think that that's the way to do it, but they're missing out on a whole different, different ball game in this relationship.
I don't even say real love, but just that ultimate level. And I couldn't put it into words, because I never felt that until being with you.
Yeah.
And I've thought I was in love before, and maybe I was, but
he's stinking. Yeah, he lighting it up. All right.
That one. Took the church right there.
I am in love.
Yeah, I figure out what love means to her.
Why did you hesitate before coming in?
Because I had to think about how I'm answering that question. I was thinking about someone outside of myself, and it occurred to me that I can answer this question in a different way, and that's been a very big theme in my life the last few years, coming out of a divorce in a monogamous marriage, 20 years of monogamous relationships, and the theme of my life for myself right now is finding love with myself and being in love with myself.
I feel like throughout my
I knew he was gonna go there.
I knew that shit was about to happen. And that's what it is. You're selfish as shit. You're in love with yourself. You're not worried about nobody else. You can't be worried about anybody else if you live that fucking
And
life.
it's good. It's good to love yourself. Like, you have to be in love. You have to love yourself. But I knew he was gonna say that. That wasn't the question.
That was not the fucking. I mean, it was the question, but it was not what they were fucking looking for.
my relationships, I have found a lot of love for myself. Like, all of the girls that I have dated and my girlfriend now currently, like, have all taught me so many things. I feel like that's one of the main things in a relationship. Like, you love someone so much and then you learn from them and they learn from you and you guys grow together. It's just like a beautiful thing. My name is Aleftina, but I go by Alia. And honestly, as a person, I don't think I would be able to give someone what they want and what they need in a relationship if I had more than one partner.
Facts.
I've been married for 2 years, and but I've been with my wife for over 8 years, and she was my only girlfriend. So it's about as monogamous as it gets. Yeah, but very much still in love. I love her more every day.
In a weird way, my relationship, it allowed me to love myself more. When I was with someone who totally accepted all parts of me, who was like, be that, it's beautiful, it's sexy, it allowed me to love myself more. And that's, I think, the beauty of open for me, is it's complete acceptance for me and my decisions. There is no...
So
she needs someone else. Yeah, but she needs someone else to accept herself. Why? Because she probably knows that what she's doing doesn't feel right. Because it is selfish. So having a partner that accepts that, makes her feel good, reassures her that, okay, these selfish ways are okay and they're sexy.
I'm just waiting to her. Both polyamorous people thus far to answer this shit have only said they love themselves. Haven't put anybody else ahead of them. Or, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's what it, kind of the overarching theme of the whole concept.
So then with that mind state, they're always gonna feel like they're good or they're not missing out on anything. But I mean, they're just living within themselves, doing everything for them.
And then what happens when your number one makes you not number one anymore? Because he's out exploring, or she's out exploring his or her options. Mm-hmm. And you have a life and a family. You can't possibly be mad. That's only bound to happen. You found someone you like better because you're still exploring your options.
Like what holds you? Like what keeps you there?
No commitment.
What keeps you there? Yourself. The fact what you get out of it is what keeps you there. Once you're over it, you go on to the next. Like what kind of fulfillment do you get out of that? Unless they never felt it before, then I get it. But what kind of fulfillment do you get out of only serving your own, benefits in the relationships that you have? That's crazy. But I mean, it seems to me that's the theme of this polyamorous shit. Like, it's just self-serving.
Well, you can't do this, or well, your urges are bad, or this is bad about you. It's be who you want to be. Let's talk about it.
But you can be that way in a monogamous relationship.
And you can talk about it.
Polyamory, like when I was in my early 20s, I remember reading about it, I'm like, this sounds so, like, something about it was resonating with me. Like, I just didn't realize it was that much of an option. I didn't see much of a model in society. I thought, well, even if I want that, how would I find someone else who's into the same things I am? And in the last couple of years, I've been really just saying, like, I need to explore this. I need to find community. I'm not someone who says I don't believe in monogamy. As a matter of fact, having a chance to really explore both sides has given me an understanding, appreciation for both, and also understanding the limitations of both for myself.
There is a good reason.
Like I feel like I'm having a biased view on this. I feeling like what I think is right is influencing my thoughts about whatever's going on. And fuck, I just lost my fucking train of thought. So with the polyamorous shit, like where's the end to it? Like how far can somebody forecast themselves being in that type of like situation or relationship? Like
what's the longevity?
Yeah, what's the longevity? What's the shelf life in that? You know what I'm saying? Like
you just keep adding partners until.
And then like
keep recycling partners?
Because that's what I'm trying to understand. I wish I could ask them how that works, because like they're with people who share similar beliefs, and they feel like this lifestyle is what best suits them, right? But like at the end of the day, like how do you know who's really there for you? For who's really there for you? Like who you can depend on? Like down the road, like what long, like the shelf life, like how long is that?
Right. When you get older, right?
Yeah.
Like where's the community of 70-year-olds that are polyamorous? Like.
And how can you build like a solid foundation and like family and children and all those types of things if everybody, it sounds like everybody's just there for their convenience.
To me, it just sounds like you want to be single. So what's the point? Like, just you can be single and be dating you know, you could be single but be exploring different options, but bruh.
They can.
Girl, get the fuck out of here, man. You stink.
But they found a group of people where everybody's with the shit. Everybody is
with the shit.
Yeah, everybody's like they have consent from everybody. So I mean, that's their definition of a relationship. They don't need to feel like they're out there dating around, even though I mean it sounds like they kind of. But then I know that like that you said people have roles, like you have the primary, secondary, third, fourth, fifth. I know about all that. I just don't understand how that shit works.
Understanding appreciation for both, and also understanding the limitations of both for myself.
There is a good reason why most people are monogamous.
I don't know, like, are you not jealous? Because I feel like that's the main reason why I wouldn't be able to do that. Is 'cause I don't want to share my partner at all.
Yeah, I don't share. It's like I am with you and you're with me. And you know, we're together and we're growing, and if you don't want me anymore and you want to go explore other things, go and explore them, but on your own, you know.
I think that's crazy. Just because in every other area in our life, you have to control jealousy. Jealousy is not an attribute to be proud of. To say I'm a jealous person, like if you are at work, you can't be a jealous person and function well at the office. You can't function well with your family or with your friends.
She keeps comparing relationship shits to the rest of the fucking shit that goes on in this world. You can't. There's no way. Like if with not with her because she's cool with that, but. There's no way that I'm gonna be alright with you fucking somebody else. I'll be fucking. What you mean? Like, and she's clearly okay with that, and she's saying jealousy is
not okay at work.
What?
Work and jealousy don't even go together.
No, at all.
Jealousy has to do with relationships.
Like, yeah, thinking like exactly of all the types of situations where jealousy is an issue. Where is jealousy a problem outside of being in a relationship? Children, like brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I'm jealous he got a better toy than me.
Yeah, like what the fuck's she talking about?
Jealous person and function well at the office. You can't function well in your family or with your friends as a jealous person. And so why in this one area of your life do you say, this is where I get to be the person that I can't be anywhere else? The idea of jealousy of I'm afraid because I've put so much, which is kind of like the slot machine approach. I've sat in this machine, I put in so many quarters, I want to, reap the benefits.
That's not what old girl said. That is not what old girl said. That is not what old girl said. I put my time in, basically, and I want to reap the benefits of me putting my time in this relationship. Like, but that's not what she said. She said,
I don't like to share.
I don't like to share my person. The fuck she talking about? She's saying a lot of words right now.
I put in so many quarters, I want to, reap the benefits. But if this is someone that you love, does that extend to that? If he said, this is someone that I think might be a better fit.
If my husband said, I found a different person that I want to be with and she's fulfilling a need that you don't or can't, then I'd be like, okay, go be happy with her. Like, It's not natural for me to be like, okay, let's the three of us work this out.
And to me,
or just get her up on speed to fulfill whatever it is that you not getting from her. What the fuck?
It's all communication. Like if your husband, your partner is not doing something that's important, you have to be able to communicate. A solution is not just, I'm gonna go someone else. Guess what? The grass isn't greener. It's greener where you water it.
And that's fucking whack too. That she's in a situation where she's with someone, and this guy is not fulfilling or that need that she needs, and her first thing is to go look elsewhere for it, and then bring that person in. Like that's not how. It's
kind of like building, like the perfect man, but just getting all different men and like, okay. You look good. You're smart. You're funny.
That sounds like polyamory to me.
You know what? You have really good, muscles. Your teeth are great. Like, just trying to
and that's all
build a bear.
Shallow ass fucking shit that don't fucking matter at the end of the day.
Like this person, she was saying like, oh, we have the same career path. Like these... Instead of accepting one person and finding that one right person, you're just looking at different people to serve.
Serve you.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to find something that I agree with what they're saying. Besides the white boy that said,
yeah, he said, because I do see, you know, I see how there's good and bad to both.
But they're good and bad to everything.
Right, but you know, in monogamy, being with one person, you haven't got to experience different people, then you might down the road be
more inclined to fucking do something.
To go explore, because you haven't explored. I do think that you do need to explore, but I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Based on my view, but I don't know. So I guess I see the positive and I get it. I understand if you're with someone else that's on the same wavelength, that's okay with it, and it works for you guys and you're happy. Do whatever works for you. I just, like you said, I don't see the longevity in that.
Longevity. Like if it works, it works. It's cool. But jealousy is a real emotion, man. Like
yeah, this ain't a job.
Real. Like when you get to the point where there's no way you can be fulfilled. No way you can get that. There's no way this can happen in that. And I want to like put us on a pedestal like we different and shit. But there's no way you can have that with multiple people. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. It can be like some temporary satisfaction, some type shit, like something. Yeah.
Natural for me to be like, okay, let's the three of us work this out.
And to me, that jealousy is just rooted in the fact that you're completely intimate, you've made a commitment to each other, and this is the person that is basically like your second half. Having that jealousy for your significant other is beautiful in a way.
I think monogamy is a practical choice because it's safer sexually, one. Two, it's probably a lot.
Thank you. So what happens when your husband or your chick is out there fucking all these other people and give you a disease that will kill you? Then what?
And then
you not jealous?
And then her first thing she said was sex. She's like, it's not all about sex. Her first thing she's saying right now to justify what she's doing is sex.
Somebody had to die.